Hello everybody, welcome back to another MinerManDouglas video. Today is another episode of the housing guide, and we will go more in depth on a specific topic. This time it's going to be making a parkour house. Now for this type of parkour house, we will be making long hallways. We'll go down this hallway, do parkour, then go around until you reach the end. Now for this video, I'll be having max plot, and I highly recommend the biggest plot you can get, which is 101 by 101. You go to the housing menu, house settings, then go here. It does cost mystery dust, but once you max it out, your parkour can be actually really big. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so first step, decide your blocks. This may seem useless, but we need to get it ready, so I'm going to tell you the dimensions of the hallway. So you're going to make a hallway all the way through, so you're going to make it 15 long, so 1, 2, 3, so 15 long, just total. Now this is including the wall, so there's going to be a wall there and a wall there. Then for the height, it'll be 10 blocks. And then the roof will be here. So that's kind of the gist of the dimensions. So if you let me go over it again, it's going to be 15 blocks wide, including the walls, and then 10 blocks high, including the roof. And that's it, you have your hallway. Then get the blocks that you want, for example spruce wood, and build your hallway, which I'm going to show you a quick time lapse of me building it. So as you can see, I built the first part. But now you're probably wondering, how long should I build this? Should I build the whole hallway right now? The correct answer is no. You should not build the whole hallway yet, because you'll be copying and pasting. Now I'm going to show you what I mean by that. For that, I highly recommend 10 blocks per level. If it's 31 by 31, do 30 blocks, 41 by 41, do 40, and so on. So mine's 101 by 101, so in both ways. So I'll do 10 blocks per level, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have to count that block. So this part is going to be it doesn't matter, because this is just going to be no level. Or it could be a level just because it's the first one, but then we go all the way down, but we skip the whole entire last one. So this whole entire row of blocks here you do not use. So it's 100 by 100. It makes it easier for math. So with 10 blocks per level, if you have max plot, it'll be 10 levels per hallway. So what you do is you mark it out like this, and then count another. Then right after you mark it, then you add whatever blocks you want and you put them down. Now I highly recommend using Pro Tools for this, which I'll link in the card above, but I have created a whole entire guide for that. But because of the way you want, for example, I'm using logs, so I have to place them all manually. But you only have to place to the first red line, so only do that for now. That's the only thing. Do not go past this first part. You're only gonna do the first level. And let me fill in my blocks. Now that I've done that, I forgot to mention it is important to have windows. Now I have windows over here, they provide some light. Now yes, you could use regions, give them night vision, but it's nice to see other players, so what I'm gonna do is include some windows over here. And then I'm using white stained glass, but it really doesn't matter which stained glass you use. And as you can see, it actually looks a lot better with this glass. I mean, unless you use a whole field of grass or some other buildings, just use glass. Because you're gonna have another hallway right here, very soon. Then of course do the same thing to the other side, as well. Now remove everything, and now you want to add some floor. Now floor is very important. Currently, you put a block above, because remember we took into account flooring when we told dimensions. So for floor, it's completely your choice. You can choose what you want, but I'm going to choose dark oak. And then don't do anything else to the rest of the hallway, because remember we're going to copy and paste later on, but we need to add a spawn platform. Now for the spawn platform we need some block that can go with dark oak. So I'm going to look into blocks and I'm going to choose white clay and I'm going to choose stone. And then fill in the bottom of it, because filling in the bottom means you can just place blocks easier. Totally optional, but really helps. Then choose a block to put here. I'm gonna choose dark oak, just like earlier. Then add some form of stairs to be taken down, like birch. Then once you've done that, you use a command called /set_spawn. Now /set_spawn in housing will set the spawn point for every single guest. So go to the point, like stand where you want them to spawn, face the spot and do /set_spawn, and it will set that to the spawn. Now if you use a command called /spawn, it'll teleport you to spawn, or /stuck, they both do the exact same thing. And now you can add decorations, like sea lanterns right under. That way it provides even more light, and even cobblestone stairs. And just as so, you completely made your spawn platform. Now as you can see, this parkour actually looks decent. Then what you want to do is kind of add a small bridge. Now I'm going to use some form of slab, that way they can get through. I'm going to use stone bricks. And then what you want to do is add a hologram. Now go to the items menu, and then you get a hologram, and add a title of your house, which for this, I'm using just regular parkour house. Now again, I'm going to link it in the card above. I go in depth on all items in another episode of the housing guide titled items. Like, that's really basically what it's titled. So, with this line, there's colors like A and B, but for bold, do A and B and L, A and B and L, and then type your name. And then add some kind of short description, using like A and E or something. And you made your thing. Then what you want to do is add a, well, because if they fail the level, let's say they fail, then what do? They go up the stairs, try it again. That's how this whole parkour house works. So what I'm gonna do is duplicate this once, and then right click with this region selecting, which if you go to the Nether Star housing menu, Pro Tools, get region selector, get the set tool, get the copy, and then get the paste. The copy is the paper, the paste is the slime ball. So select the top corner, select the bottom corner. So if you want to paste the section, go one block ahead and paste just as so. Now because this was the start, let's left click and right click the region selector, remove this, and set it as air. And in this we can leave there, but the spawn platform is pretty big. So what we want to do is shorten it. We want to make it 2 blocks. So destroy this spawn platform and let's make our own platform. And then get the stairs again, which we did purge. And put them back on. And then I'm going to do the same trick I did with the stairs, just do this, adds a little bit more detail. Then grab a couple sea lanterns and put them down. One in the middle and then 2 off to the side. Or just 2 splotches them. Now that we've added the sea lanterns to our platform, this level people do make the first one super easy. Like seriously, just like one block jump is all you need. Then what you need to do is you need to connect everything. Because when I copied and pasted, I had to edit things, so connect the glass, and connect the cobblestone and do the exact same to the other side. Then once you've done that, you want to remove the parkour levels. Now for copying and pasting, yes you could leave them in, but you'd have to change them later. So this is totally up to you, but then you're going to copy and paste this part. So from the top corner, then the bottom, you're going to right click it, then use the copy tool, and then paste 1 block ahead. And do the same thing again. I cannot stress this enough, this is your last chance to edit the hallway. You can just delete all of this, edit the hallway, and it'll all be good again. But this is the last chance to edit your hallway, make changes, edits, because it's very important. Like for example, this glass here, I only want to change it to a sea lantern, which I actually do. Just make changes as you go. But once you're 100% for sure your hallway, you're not going to undo everything you did. Then after that, you want to make parkour levels after. So for this, you want to delete the glass, some of the glass, just like, and make it symmetrical. So on the other side, we get the glass just like this. One block from the edge, then cobblestone. You want to do the same thing again over here. And block at the edge into cobblestone. Then after it's symmetrical, you're happy with the whole hallway. Make sure to delete the first level, but once you've done that, then it's the easy part. It is the part you've been waiting for, the copying and pasting. Now yes, we copy and pasted in the hallway, but this is the most easiest part. You have done the hardest part of your whole entire parkour house. Except making the levels themselves, but got the hallway, next you gotta make the roof. The roof is one of the last things, so go get a building block and figure out a block to use for your roof. I personally am going to use spruce planks, but again, choose your own theme, choose anything you want. Then set it and fill it with your selected block. Now you could 100% make this taller, but if you want the most levels you can make in your house, then this is the perfect height. Now for the last level here, we need to make a special platform as well. So try to take some inspo off of your original platform, and get the blocks that you used there, like cobblestone, everything I used here. And it's 3 blocks deep, so just make yours. And I'll see you once it's made. Then once you've done that, don't add any warp pads. I may have played the parkour house before and you see warp pads, but that is only in the last hallway. So what you do when you reach the end of the hallway is you make a door. So once you jump over here and you finish the house, or the hallway, you have a door. It's very important. Now I'm gonna make a little doorway right there, and they can go through, go to the next level. But there is no next level, so here comes the easy part. You're gonna go over here, and you're gonna copy and paste this whole hallway. So get the region selector, copy and paste. Get the top corner, and then go to the opposite side, and then go get a bottom corner. Then right click copy. Go to the side where you did pause A, which is over here right at the start. Place one single block and paste. But you can see a small little problem here. It's 2 blocks thick. So what you want to do is actually, so for pasting, you want to go directly on the block. So go to the start, or where you place pause A, and what you want to do is just paste. Now before you go pasting away, there's one single thing you gotta do in this next hallway. Is add the doorway back first off. So once you go through this hallway, you go to this one, but the one single thing is you can just skip all levels. So the most annoying part is you have to change all the stairs and flip them. But once you do one, you can just copy and paste. So I'm gonna move the stairs here. Then once you make the platform, left click one side, right click the other, copy and paste. Actually, my mistake, paste on the left side. Paste on the left side. Then for pasting, you paste on the left side bottom, just as so. Then again, I made a small mistake of adding those, so I'm gonna copy and paste again. So copy, paste, and paste. Then once you've done that, the next step is to make sure every single stair is right. Like, there's certain things you may have to fix by hand due to just Hypixel housing being, well, Hypixel housing. It makes its own mistakes all the time, no matter what you do. So just fix what it made, and you're about ready to copy and paste, but just don't get too ahead of yourself. The parkour levels, I highly recommend either you making all of them yourself, or you can advertise in lobbies to get builders. Now currently the hit game on Hypixel housing is Mining Simulator, but when there's not a hit game, you have a much better chance of getting guests because they're bored, don't know what to do. So now that the stairs are fixed, these stairs right here need to change. So we have to flip them. So instead of this being here, this needs to be at the other side. So I'm gonna copy and paste this. But you're probably like, you can't flip when you copy and paste. But I'm just gonna use it as kind of a guide. I'm gonna paste it just right up here. And here's another time lapse. And now that I've made it, I'm gonna get the pro tool called the cut tool, and it completely cuts it. Then that way they can't just go from hallway to hallway. I'm gonna fix this real quick. I'm gonna delete this door over here. Then do the exact same thing for this side. So this staircase is actually, for me, is easier, so I'm gonna make that symmetrical, and then we're ready to copy and paste hallways. And just so I don't, bore you with all this, I'm just gonna go right on to copying and pasting. So I'm back and we're about to copy and paste. Now just some reminders, never ever include ladders or vines on the walls. And make sure you have not made any parkour levels here. Holograms do not get copied and pasted, so don't worry about that. All the special items don't, like even NPCs, but anyway, just ignore that, but that's a good splitter for the hallways. But you select one corner, and then the other corner, but instead in the bottom. then copy and paste. Now you paste right on here. Then I highly recommend double checking that worked. And if it did, then continue doing it. So as you can see right here, some of the doors got blocked off, but you can fix that later by hand. Then paste again. Then paste again. And yes, there will be some extra parts left off no matter what plot you're doing, but just cut those and it'll be fine. Because it's 101 by 101. Then the last hallway, fill in this door, that way there's no doors. Then go back to spawn, and once you're at the spawn point, which you set the spawn earlier, so it's /set spawn. So do /spawn and you're at spawn. Then you can start making the levels, but you need to make sure the doors. So go to the end of this hallway, make sure the door's there. Then go to the end of the next hallway, make sure the door's there. And so on and so on. Then after you've done that, I'd like to say congratulations, you've completed your first floor. Now it only gets easier from here. All you do is copy and paste this first floor, and then just do it until you reach 5 floors, because that's the max floors you can have in a house. Unless the floors are thinner, 5 to 6, but... And then you just make parkour levels, which today I'm not going to be showing you how to make parkour levels, because there's hundreds of options. You can use ladders, you can use vines, you can use your regular building block like stone bricks or something. And you can make really clever designs with piston and redstone. But anyway, I hope you have a great time making your parkour house. And make sure to share it in the comments below. And I might as well visit it. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe for the channel and like the video. If you want to see more of the housing guide, you may want to see how to make a PvP house, parkour house. And if you do, then just make sure to do what I said. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.